Good morning, Stuns on Skull fans, Blood Bowl fans all around the world. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. It is time, after all the hard work by the admins and everybody else pledging their loyalty to come back for Season 2 and bringing the mates as well. We are now probably 30 to 40 minutes away from revealing the schedule of the first play pool of 5. We have 5, so we've gone from 3 to 5. What is an amazing effort. I can't thank everyone enough to come. Well, obviously for the players who came back, I think everybody came back. Not one person dropped out. What is amazing. And then obviously we've had a lot of others join us as well. So it's brilliant. So before I get rambling, let's introduce my partner in crime, Dragoon. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Murney.
How are we?
I'm alright. It's too early for me, you know.
yeah, it is. But, we've got to get this done. We've got 5 play pools, so we've got a lot to do. I mean, it's kind of it's really weird if we go back to how it all started. You know,
Yeah.
we had the issue where there was a certain thing what happened, and we found there was a lot of coaches who didn't have a home. And, we was waiting for Blood Bowl 3, wasn't we? We was waiting for Blood Bowl 3, and that kept getting delayed, and, there's talks of maybe back end of this year now, so we took the plunge.
Back in the next year?
Oh, don't say, oh, God, you just never know, dear. But, we started, we got 24 coaches, 3 play pools. I think it was a great season. We got aware of the champions air pools. I think a lot of people called that. But even though it's 24 players, we had a lot of quality. I think if we had what we call a clan battle with other consoles, we would have done quite well. And it was really good. And obviously, as I've said to people, that this is just the beginning, and we're gonna get, hopefully, with the backing of the community and obviously people backing us, we're gonna get bigger and better, and obviously we can improve on that. And obviously for Season 2, we've now got our website going. Obviously, we'll be driving the website in the next week or so. We need to start people realising that's there and getting content on there. Obviously, Max Stallion's preview of the new season, that'll be going live probably later on today. So that's a good thing to go and watch. We've gone from 3 play pools to 5 play pools, what is just amazing. Because obviously, the talk in the admin chat was like, look, if we can get from 3 to 4, it'd be amazing. If we don't make it, it's fine. But if we can, it'd be brilliant. And then all of a sudden, we've gone from 3 to 5. So, yeah.
And one play pool's got 10 in.
one play pool's got 10 in.
Like
so,
what?
it's amazing. 42, I'm kind of sad I'm not playing this season, but at the same time, I was more than happy to give my... Yeah. Because, I'd closed the registration... And then, one guy was like, hey, don't forget me. I'm like, oh, shit, that puts it at 43. So I was like, fuck. And so I was like, you know what? I can start on Season 3 if you lot are just playing. And I like to say, I play in Rebel and I play in Blitz. And, it's not like I don't play Blood Bowl. So it's all good fun.
And then we found that guy who was on PC.
Yeah, and then luckily we got laser owls, so it was I was like, shit, I don't want to bring my dwarfs back. People didn't want my dwarfs back, and people are getting like, oh my god, Benny, which play pool are you going into? They're like, don't worry, it's not yours. It would have been Jimmy's. Jimmy would have cursed me, but we got it sorted, and we got another play to play, so it was all good. And obviously now, because obviously we have 42 players, I had to, obviously, the way we work in Sunday Schools is, I believe that playoffs is a really important, fun aspect of every league. You scrap and fight for ages, usually about almost 2 months. It's 1 3/4 usually. So for 7 weeks, you're fighting, you're trying to do the best you can, you're trying to build character to your team, you're trying to make your team better and stuff like that. But what I found, obviously, in other leagues is that you could get to a really bad start, and also then you're not playing for nothing. The season's dead. You got 2-3 weeks left, and the season's dead. There's nothing to play for. What to me sucks, So obviously the way we do it is obviously everyone gets to make a playoff. So everybody gets to appreciate and enjoy the playoff experience. And obviously now what's happened is, because we've obviously got more players, I've had to bring in rejig it and bring in 2 more tournaments. So we've still got the premium one, the SAS trophy. So that's still the premium of premium. That is the elite of the elite, where you get the skull and everything. But obviously, he's going to Germany, ironically, in season 1. And then you've got the wooden Nobler, where all the cool kids hang out, apparently. But then we've got, obviously, the other two now, where obviously, I think it's Knuffles Nuts, isn't it? So basically, that is where the best prize is, because you get. Not only do you get the Knuffles altar, and not only can you change your player pool next season, so if you're landed in the group of death, you can put somebody else in there and take their place. I think that's brilliant. I mean, Knuffles really could... admins. Yeah, admins are alright, because I need me and you admins are lucky. But, so Knuffles really helping you. So even just that, you're thinking, you know what, I'm really glad I won this. But no. I am going to make it even better for you. You're going to get sand... dice. Bezo's own hot dice. He's going to sign them and he's going to send them to you. Now, if that doesn't change you around into becoming an SAS Trophy champion, I don't know what else is. I really don't. And then obviously the bottom 2 teams, and obviously I think Shaker said, oh no, but that means 2 teams don't make the playoffs. No, everybody makes the playoffs, and they're in the McMurty Bowl, and the winner gets some halfling feet. How cool is that? The halfling sponsor it, so it had to be something halfling. So obviously they get some halfling feet. Beautiful.
Do I know the best thing, Bernie?
Go on.
The wooden Nobler's also going to Germany.
Well, there's nothing I can do about that. Bezo's sorting that one out.
Yeah, everything. It's just the Germans, man. It's the
Germans, yeah. Well, yeah. Is it 9 o'clock? But I don't know. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's get on with it. So we're going to start with the Bloodweiser circuit. Now,
the best division.
Apparently, well, let's be honest. It was the best division in season 1. Is it the best or is it lucky? I don't know. It's really weird because obviously the 2 champions came from the Bloodweiser circuit. So obviously, Zerpils now isn't in here anyway. He's obviously got his own play pool. But yeah, I always like things like that. I always like to look at things like that because it's like all of a sudden I look at some of the teams in here and think, you know what, they could win it. You could get up to a point where everybody wants to be in Dragoon's play pool because that's where the winners come from. So it's going to be really, really good. It's going to be really, really good. Germans are the best coaches. I don't know. The Germans certainly did well in season 1, didn't they? Yeah. They did well. They won that battle, but it's a long war. It was a
German final in the SAS.
Yeah. So, and you're all great coaches. Will we have another German final? Who knows? We don't know, do we? And this is a great thing. And this is what I try and tell people is like for instance, Booby had a great season. He was really lucky, obviously, not to win it. Now, he could have an absolute shit season in season 2. Bears had a shit season in season 1. He could have an amazing season in season 2. Blood Bowl is fickle. And I say to people, you've got to sort of when you're having a shit season, that's when you test it. Because some people will spit the dummy out, throw the rattle, and quit. Where proper coaches say, all right, I've had a shit season, and I'll come back next season. And that's why I like about Stuns and Skulls, because even if you have a shit season, you're playing for summer. And even if you have the most diabolical season and finish in the bottom 2, you can win some fucking halfling feet. I'd fucking tank it to get some halfling feet. I'm going to buy some. I'm going to buy myself some as well. I like them, they look pretty cool, to be fair. So that's what's so good about this league, is that even when you have a shit season, you've still got a chance in the season to get some glory. To be fair, I know Salvation Army has always had that logo, Stolzy. You both basically had it at the same time, so hey, it is what it is. Right, let's get on with it then. We've done 10 minutes of me rambling about how great we all are and how great the community is and all that shit. And everybody's going to win some fucking feet and shit like that. And Bezo's dice, I mean, that's the prize I'd want. Signed dice of Bezo. He'll probably even put a photo of him signing them. Oh, I mean, you can't get a better price than that.
You could sell that for millions.
Oh man, you can bang that on eBay, and you'll be able to retire. You won't have to go to work again. You're like winning the lotto or some shit.
What celebrity does Bezo look like? Oh.
Fucking hell! Everyone will fight for Bezo's. Yeah, exactly. So if you're having a crap season and Knuffles, yeah, you'll be fighting the Knuffles nuts to get Bezo's dice. I mean, it's great. Right, let's get on with it. So the top three.
Right, yeah.
So for predictions and stuff like that, we're just going to give you the top three of the SS Trophy because we can't predict who's going where because we'll be here all fucking day. Yeah, Sausage can all this shit dice. Oh, don't. He had one bad season. He's usually pretty good. Don't listen to his. Don't listen to him. Although you never know with Bears, they might deliberately tank just to get them halfling feet. Or maybe he wants to win. Or maybe he wants to win Knuffles nuts. So he doesn't have to give his dice away.
We all want Berzer to have a terrible season because he said he will go back to lizards if he has another terrible season.
Did he? Yeah, I don't think he has much luck with Necro. I never seen him have much luck with Necro, but it is what it is. Right, let's get on with it. Berry Orchard then. First team we're going to have a look at. Disastrous first season. I think it was a 007, if I remember correctly.
I think you're right.
I don't know if it'll... Right. Let's have a look. Does it actually tell me? Let's see. No, not the graveyard. No. Yeah, Blood's Glory. No wins, no draws, 7 losses. The thing is, though, he always plays with a smile on his face. His team's getting better and better, and this season, it just looks great. His tree needs block, but apart from that, it's good. He's now got Strength 4 Thrower. He's got a movement now and War Dancer, so he can do 110s quite easily. He's got an Agility 5 War Dancer. The problem is that he's still got a Niggle, but hey, it is what it is. He's got a Kicker. It's a decent team. And the thing is, yeah, and the thing is, it's 1750 TV as well. So that's pretty low for an elf team with 13 players and a few startups. So I look at this team and think, oh yeah, I think I could do something with this. It's a decent team. But obviously, the problem is they've got to do some of this season. They did nothing last season. And the question is, can they do some of this season? But in Dragoon, do you think they can get the first win this season?
I think he's got unlucky again. I look at this team and I'm like, okay, if he's facing some of the slower teams here, he's like, he looks really good. Last season he got a bunch of elves. This season, he's got a bunch of elves again.
No,
it's like, would I say he can pull it off against other elves? Maybe, but not sure.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, the War Dancer is niggled and he will be a main target. I'll be looking to bring another one in eventually. Because the thing is, more times than not, when that gets hit, it's going to be out. It's either going to get KO'd or it's going to be like injured, and that's 200k. It's quite a lot of TV. I mean, it's his highest TV piece as well, and it's got a niggle at AV7. A lot of teams do have tackle pieces now, and like Solid says, Solid go straight for that. And even if he's on the floor, you're going to boot even more because he's got niggle. So it's like it's like fouling it with a dead player. So I don't know. I'd have rather would have just had tried to bought a new one. He's got Strength 4 piece in the graveyard. Right, so he'll probably bring his war. He's got Strength 4 War Dancer for next season. So season 3, we'll probably see. But yeah, 007 last season. That would put him in the. If he repeats that, that'll put him in the McMurty Ball this season. So, maybe he wants them halfling feet. Right, let's go on to the next team then. Blue Book Believers. Now, this is one of the elite teams, I think, in this play pool. This is one of the teams I look and think, you know what, this could, win the main SS or win something, shall we say, and and give extra credence to the Bloodweiser Saga being the lucky one for winners. Obviously, Deathwing Carrot Blood, the Witch Elf, absolute superstar. He's got a bit of speed on Sato. He's got decent amount of guard, 3 guard. He's more interested in guard than Mighty Blow. A lot of coaches would take Mighty Blow, Jimmy Mack. But he doesn't have anything what hurts. So he's like lucky. He's trying to be lucky with like his Kaz dice, but at the same time, 3 guard is going to open up spaces much easier. And at the end of the day, elves. Their best thing is to score and the speed, not actually fighting. So,
and he's got loads of pieces really close to leveling up as well.
Yeah,
Cooper, number 2,
Jungle,
Deathwing.
And the thing is, with elves are easy to level up as well, aren't they? Usually, they are quite easy. A couple of bunny passes out the back if you're 1 or 2 points short. I can see this team exploding this season, and it's in a nice player pool as well. There's I don't really see anything what they have to worry about, like death-wise. There's no really big kill team in this division, if I remember correctly. So the funny thing as well is a lot of these elf teams were in my play pool last season, and it seems like they've all come over to yours all together. Go on, that's where the winners come from. Let's go to Bloodweiser Circuit. Let's go see Dragoon.
Yeah, they want to come to the winners. So
yeah, that's it. They want that bit of luck, don't they? You know. Obviously, it was great. I'm a big fan of obviously the way Fezar plays. I think he's definitely one of our elite coaches in Stuns and Skulls. And again, when I do my predictions, that will obviously play on my mind. Like I said, he's 18-20. He's got 150k in the bank. I see really no weaknesses. He's got a bench. Like I say, the only thing this team really... that is the only thing he hasn't got an enforcer. I always think you should have one enforcer.
No.
That's the only thing. It's the only thing I would say. But yeah, they're looking good. Right, one of my favourite teams then. What do you mean? We're talking about the Bloodweiser circuit. Proud Star. Right, this is a coach I love to bits. Kotick, I love this guy. I really do. Every game, I've got my fingers crossed. It didn't have much luck in season 1. But again, he's back, and I really appreciate him coming back with his ogres. I really do enjoy watching him play. The Earth is Flat still triggers me. Someone needs to kill it. Someone needs to kill it. Just kill it. It's gone. It's moving through so much blood. It's not even funny. Get rid.
I think it also has a niggle. I think it also has
probably does. It's probably it's probably on his last legs. To be fair, he needs to. Someone. Yeah, 2 smashed hips. Fuck. Someone. I've got a niggle. Someone needs to kill it. Someone needs to kill it. It's got stun anyway, so it's got a niggle. It's got +1 anyway. Someone needs to kill that. Please kill it. He ain't gonna get rid of it.
Oh my god. I mean, fair enough for keeping it, but like you can't even. He's there for the 1 turn, and you can't even 1 turn.
You can't 1 turn him. He doesn't move quick enough. I mean, just how bad is the guy who you'd be throwing? But you just can't. You just can't.
Oh my god! It's like it's bad when a dwarf longbeard can run and catch up with you.
But it doesn't. The dwarf longbeard would pass it. It actually pass it. It overtake it. That's the thing. The long people are like, yeah, see you later, mate. I'm faster than you are. I mean, what the fuck, man? Whoever would have thought the dwarf longbeard would go flying past the Snotling? Do you know what I mean? Someone kill it. For fuck's sake, kill it. He ain't gonna get rid of it, so someone kill it. The rest of the team, he's got a lot of break tackle. Some guard in there as well. He definitely needs block. One thing I'd like to see him doing is if he rolls a double, is get some DP. Nobblers need to foul. They need to foul. Because they ain't going to be on the pitch long, but if they can take a 60, 70k, 80k, 100k player with them, that is a good trade. And that's sometimes the only thing I feel he needs to do a lot more with. I mean, if I'm playing ogres, if I'm rolling a double on Nobblers, they're getting DP. I'm going to fucking DP your ass. There's nothing else I need. Block. Yeah. Well, you're going to get 3 dice on me anyway, so the chances are you're going to fucking find a pom. And if you got tackle, then you're going to splatter me. So that's no good to me. I need an ogre what I can trust. He'll be my ball carrier. And then obviously, my Nobblers will be.
Brady, right?
Well, Tom Brady, I'll take him. And then obviously I'd have Nobbler DPs. I'd have 10 of them if I could. And every turn I'd be stamping on something. Yeah. And plus it'd scare Pommers off as well. It's not a case of a kill coach. It's the way you play him. That is the way you play him.
He's not wrong.
we stunters, goblins, flings, ogres. You've got to stomp. They're gonna die. And Nobblers are the weakest thing in the game. The 20k with DP, 50k. Look, I didn't even foul your fucking grandma with one. Someone's getting stomped. At the end of the day, that's what he needs to do. That's what I'd be doing.
I would be stomping with Earth is Flat.
Nah, I won't be stomping him. He's gonna die. So I'll put him next to a pommer and go, "Hi, you want hugs?" So yeah, I hope he has a good season. If they finished pretty well, they finished all right. They got a draw with Hot Dice Bears as well. That was a good draw for him.
He got really unlucky against Razor Wolf as well. Like,
yeah.
I think he lost all of his ogres. I mean, you were watching that game.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, wasn't he? I don't think it's actually, there we go. 2 draws, 5 losses last season. Again, that'd put him close to the McMurray ball, or if he's lucky, the Nuffles Nuts, where he can try and fight for some bears or dice. Yeah. I think that's the thing. He was really lucky in season 1. I can't wait to see him. I also think this is a really bad play pool for him. There's so many elves.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him. I feel bad that, you know.
Yeah, me and Stolzy talked a lot yesterday about how our season's very elf heavy.
I think basically he just needs to foul all these elves and kill them.
Yeah.
That's what, honestly, even without DP, I'd be fouling the shit out of them.
The thing is, we'll get to them, but you'll see, even the orcs are, like, kind of elfy.
Yeah.
Elfy.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we had this last season, and we're going to have it again, you know. But the thing is, it gives you a bit of everything, you know. You got to have your bash like leagues, and you got to have everything else.
It's whatever the Nuffle throws at you.
Yeah, that elves get killed from me. They stole my logo. They might say you stole theirs. I don't know, Salty.
You know whoever wins takes the logo.
Yeah. Another Salvation Army then. Austin said, like in season 1, he was still learning with elves. He started off with not bad loss. He started off with breaking. He broke a Shaky Dog Sword Dancer, I think, and lost that first game, but he actually did really, really well. And I think the longer the season went, the better he became with them. And you look at this team, really good TV value of 17.9 for what they've got. They've got an Agility 5 Blitzer with Leap, what's brilliant. He needs some sort of ball sacking abilities, I think, now, though. He's got Wiseman, who's an Agility 5 catcher. And he's an Enforcer. He does everything, that lad. Osborne's a Strength 4 catcher. Tilsley is a Movement 9 catcher. This is a really, really nice elf team. This team's got potential to get bigger and better. And again, in this league,
the question is,
go on.
Like last season, he learned how to play them. Like we saw the improvement as he went up. Mm-hmm. Now it's like, show it. This team is good enough to get top 3 in this league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get top 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that is probably right. It will be interesting to see because he's got the tools there, and unlike obviously Fez, he does have an Enforcer in Wiseman. Interesting build. He does have the speed to hit and that. What I want to see from Holston is to protecting some of his better players. Don't leave him out there to get broken. Because when I played him, I was like, right, this is my list I want to hit. And I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to work to get them players. It was just basically that was either based up with me. But bear in mind, I played Dwarfs. Or there was in blitzing range. So things like, it's Enforcer. I can hit that. And it's only AV7 at the end of the day. So, he's got to learn the things like Wiseman. You go in, hit, and then go and screen them off again. Hit, go and screen them off again. Unless it puts you out of position. You should always be trying to protect that player. He's your Enforcer. He's got the speed and he's got the agility to, even if he won in 9, he's got the skill to dodge out on a 2+, and a lot of times with a built-in reroll. Yeah. So, and that's what I want to see from him. I want to see him protect his better players. Sometimes he can't, but I just felt sometimes he just left him out there, and good coaches are going to punish him for it, and eventually they'll break and then they'll be gone. But yeah, I'm really intrigued to see how he does this season, because like I said, he had a good season. Let's have a look. So yeah, 3 wins, 4 losses. It was solid. So I'm expecting to see an improvement on that this season. But he certainly, I think, he should be aiming to try and make the SS trophy. But if he failed that, I think he'd be a massive danger to all in the Wooden Nobbler or the Nuffle.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he's one of the teams I'm really intrigued to see how he goes. Now the Crimson Pans, this is an interesting team. So there's a runner-up in the Wooden Nobbler. A very up and down season. I think for a lot of it, he was thinking of quitting them and going something else. I don't think Shaky is as comfortable as playing Wood Elves. He's come back with them because obviously they did rally for him and he's got some decent pieces. Obviously, the two war dancers are both good, solid pieces. He's got a dauntless wrestle catcher as well, sidestepper catcher, a blood guard Lano, an agility 6 Laman. That is so TV bloat. Oh man,
that AG6, right? You don't have a thrower. You don't buy a thrower. He is your thrower now.
Yeah.
That's the only
I suppose
way that works.
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking. If I'm keeping that player number 9, he's the guy who's got to have the ball, and I've got to level him up. And then I've got to decide what I want him to be.
Yeah.
What path do I want to do? Now, if you put him the thrower route, that's fine. But I don't know. I'm sort of thinking to myself, what? Does he become your main runner? But he's a movement 7. Do you go block, shorthand? I'm not sure how he's going to do with it.
Wait a minute.
What? Yeah.
He has general agility in a normal.
Yeah.
He goes wrestle.
Yeah.
Then goes tackle.
Yeah, so he could be a ball sacker. But he's AV7.
Strip ball. Yeah, but with elves, AG6, he's probably going to dodge in. I mean, he's probably going to dodge out on like a 2+.
I don't know. It is probably. You're probably right. Wrestle, tackle, but how long he'll live, I don't know. He's going to get fouled. He's going to get beat up. I don't know. I don't know what you do with him. I think on a catcher, yeah, no problem. On a war dancer, yeah, no problem. Bolano, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I'm glad he's got it, because obviously it's a piece where everyone will be interested, seeing how it works. And I'm really interested how he progresses and what he picks. But nah, I don't know. 1650 TV. He ain't got a bench though. That's a worry.
Yeah,
AV7.
When I've seen Shaky play these Wood Elves, it's if you don't break them, you're normally in trouble. If you break them, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
From what I've seen.
Yeah. Like I say, I mean, in the league stage, he didn't do great. He won his first game, but then he only won one after that. He ended with 2 wins, 1 draw, 4 losses. Now, Shaky, obviously, one of the better coaches you'd expect. Well, that's a bad season for him. But he did bounce back in the Wood and Nobbler. And like I say, got to the final. I'll be interested to see how he goes. I mean, I'm really interested to see how he goes, because I think if this goes really bad early, we could see Shaky saying, "No, I'm going to swap next season." Yeah. I'm really intrigued. I think this player pool, there's some interesting questions. Can Bansor get himself a much deserved overdue win? He's the only one I look at the moment. What we've seen, I think, you know what? I ain't worried about Fezar. I know what I'm getting from Fezar. He's happy playing Dark Elves. He's comfortable playing Dark Elves. He knows what he wants. He's got a good team.
Yeah.
He's the guy I don't have any concerns with. Kotic's going to throw it all in. He's going to love it. And I just pray, even though it's a horrible division for him, I hope he gets some luck. I'm excited to see if Olsen can progress. I'd like to protect his better players. Shaky's an interesting one. I'm a big fan of Shaky. How he'll go with Elves. If he gets off to a bad start, I'll worry slightly. And then we come to Altdorf Sentinels. Stolze had a great first season. And, I felt for the guy. He had that 2-hour fight with Booby in the semi-final. I think as the season progressed, he got better. He got more confident with his team. Quarterfinal then, was it? I still worry about him tilting. I still think when dice go wrong, sometimes it tilts. But then when I saw him in the knockouts, even though things went wrong, he kept his composure, and he was unlucky. He really was unlucky, I thought. And I think, there's a lot of hard luck stories, as there always are in playoffs. But I think he's in a good place, this Stolze. His team's doing well. He's got some nice catches. He's got agility 4 blitzer as well. His other blitzers got mighty blow, strip ball, movement, so he's a bit of everything. Obviously, his ogre's got block, what's nice. His thrower, where's his thrower?
Number 6.
Yeah, number 6. Obviously, hopefully he'll do better this season for him.
Yeah, as leader. I would be dropping a reroll.
I don't know. It's always a weird one, isn't it? I would have probably gone with accurate, if I'm being brutally honest, of a leader. If you got 3 rerolls, you're not going to see many chefs in stuns and skulls.
Yeah.
He might have brought one in, Booby. He might have used the transfers, I don't know. I know that on his free admin win, he got a number 7 leveled up and he rolled a double, so he got Nerves of Steel, so I know he's happy about that. It's a solid team, and again, it should do well. But I don't think it's going to get it his own way, though, because these elf teams do what he does, but do it better. And that's what I'm interested to see. In other leagues, this team would be Agilifo as a transfer.
Divisions, this team would be good.
I like Stolzy, and I think he's had a bit of bad fortune in other leagues and stuff, and I'd love to see Stolzy do well, and he's good enough to do well. I think
Stolzy will be there or thereabouts.
I think the thing is as well is players, or coaches, are learning with the teams. Again, Stolzy, I don't think he's played much human, so he was another coach learning the strengths and weaknesses of the human team, and again he was getting it, and he did so well, and he, like I say, he was joint top TD scorer with some else, and that's total respect to the way he plays and how well he coached. And this team is getting stronger and stronger. So, and like I said, even though they lost in the quarterfinal, they went down fighting. And it's a first human team. So, he deserves a lot of credit, a lot of respect. He's a great guy as well, so you always want the great guys to do well. That's just common sense.
That's the problem. Everyone in Suns is.
I know we got loads of really nice people. So I
don't think there's one person in Suns.
I know. Yeah, I mean, apart from that Dragoon fella, I think everyone else is all right.
Yeah. I think Dragoon is well.
But I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I'm really interested to see how it goes this season. It bounced back really well. I mean, I know it was a bit as we all would be, a bit frustrating early season. I thought he threw the game away against Booby. He just wasn't patient enough, and but I think he learned that. I think he learned that in the quarterfinal. It just that Duffel was like, yeah, whatever. I can't wait to see how he does. I think he'll be thereabouts. But he's not going to get everything his own way, though. I think this season it could be a lot harder than last season. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
But he's good enough, and his team's good enough to get there. Right. Okay. B cheerleaders. Why are you calling B cheerleaders? Dragoon. Hey, Bez, are you alright, bud?
Because all you guys need to be cheerleaders.
Okay. First things first. Why the fuck am I a catcher? Why am I a redhead? I'm not a redhead. I should be the best looking girl or woman on that team. I'm pretty offended by that. But at least I took guards. I got guards, so I wasn't as good as Hawk, who's obviously been using the fucking steroids. Strength 4. I don't know which one of us looks more manly, me or him. I don't know. I think we're probably drag queens.
Proud Stars girls died about 4 times, so.
Obviously, and Tan Tony. I love that. Tan Tony. That's beautiful. Why do they all look like men? They're all very masculine. They're all very masculine.
It's because they're Amazon.
Jesus Christ, I tell you what, I won't want to be R-rated Mac Jr. Fucking hell, he's more manly than I am. Well, Stolzy, you look beautiful. You're one of the better looking ones. Jimmy Mac, I don't know, mate. Nick's not bad. At least you got Bear's colour nice, I suppose. You got his hair colour right. I think Stolzy's the better looking girl out there. You screw it well, Stolzy. You screw it well for me. If we're taking any girl home, it's Stolzy, I think. Although the catered cookie, he's not too bad. I don't know, Bez. Are you fit? I don't know, mate. I don't know. Yeah. Well, it's not really saying much, really, when about 10 of us look like blokes. But Is that a bloody Russian flag he's got on there as well? Disgraceful. Yeah. You look at his cheek. That looks like a Russian flag to me. Model Russia bears her. I don't know. Yeah, I won't mess with them either, mate. But at the end of the day, I'm a redhead. I'm not a redhead. Look at me. I look beautiful. If I'm going to be a woman, I want to look beautiful. I didn't put my makeup on. I mean, what the fuck's all that about?
I mean,
anyway,
who's died? Armax died, hence why we got Armac Jr. Razor Wolf died, and Proud Stars Women died, and then Proud Stars Woman
Fucking hell. So Proud Star dies a lot then, right, okay.
I always end up killing Proud Star, man. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It just has a killable kind of...
I'm not really a redhead fan, I'll be honest. I don't really like gingers in that way. I'm not attracted to gingers, if that makes any sense. Probably digging a hole now. But I like black-haired girls, to be fair. When the head is restored... Oh my god, I'm not even going into that. Anyway, right, okay. Well, let's have a look at this team then. 3 of his blitzers have all got Mighty Blow. Obviously, me being a non-kill team coach, I would have gone with Guard. Dragoon being a kill team coach, so went with Mighty Blow. Now, normally I don't know. I mean, I am.
I go God.
You know, I don't want to say now, but women with Mighty Blow, I'm just putting out there. Maybe they're more interested in giving the opposition something else. I don't know. I mean, you know.
I look at Meaty Berzo, man.
Yeah, he likes to eat a bit of meat, does Berzo. I don't know. Obviously, I've got the Yorkshire. I'm the Yorkshire guy. This is the first one, Berzo. This is the first one. It's interesting. I mean, I understand why you've took Mighty Blow to obviously get the development. That's usually why I take Mighty Blow first. Reason. Yeah, it makes sense.
I said on stream, I think if it was a more bash centric, I'm still going God. But the fact that there's elves, I'm kind of like, I can maybe try. I'm kind of testing fate here. I'm like, Mighty Blow, no God, if I can just get a couple level ups here or there.
Yeah. I mean, I've obviously played every single race, and the Amazons are the one I really hate.
I'm loving them.
I just think they're slow. I don't know why I say that, because I play dwarfs. I never really get triggered with the slowness of dwarfs. But when I look at the Amazons, I'm like, you're all moving 6. It's so slow.
I tell you what, right? Playing Amazons. And I've played a lot of Amazons.
You do. You are our Amazon. I just think you're a perv, like to stare at a woman's tits, but go on.
I do like women.
We know.
Anyway, with dwarfs, everyone can get guard on a normal, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So although they're slow, you're more inclined to just slowly walk it up because you're AV9. And mostly, all of you are gonna have guard, thick skull.
Yeah.
Amazons are slow. Well, not slow, but average. Let's say.
Yep.
And they don't have that. Only your blitzers can get guard on a normal. Mm-hmm. In their AV7. So
I tell you what, if there's AV9, I'd be more and more interested in playing them. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Give me AV9, and I'll.
AV7, if you lose a couple of your guard pieces, and you're against I don't know, lizards, Temri, even undead, it's you start kind of going shit. Yeah. Because you can't run away, and you can't sit there like you can with dwarf, so you're just kind of caught in limbo of what the fuck do I do?
Yeah. I just think every time I play as Amazons, they just get removed. And it's not like I give many hits away, they just get removed. I just think I'm jinxed playing them. I think on tabletop, obviously at low TV, they're a lot better than they are obviously in the ESO leagues. But I have also seen, especially on the PC, I've seen some coaches who excel with Amazons. Like I said, if you
I've done it before. I was the first Amazon coach to take an Amazon team to the playoffs in MML, and I should have fucking won that playoff game.
Yeah, I like that you've got obviously DP as well. I think that's good. Bezer, when it comes time, we're going to start them as we go along. So this first one will be done shortly. So there we go. I think obviously
your question for you.
Go on.
What would you do with 15 Booby?
I'd suck them, to be fair. Oh, you mean obviously? Oh, the characters. Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Well, you asked me about boobs. You like to kiss and suck and play with them myself. Right. I mean, I don't know what you do with yours. Use your cock on them like bongo drums. I don't fucking know what you do with them. The player itself, Booby Gal. Ooh, Booby Gal. I on a normal, obviously, I'm giving a blodge because obviously block's really important. Again,
I was thinking wrestle. Would you not take wrestle?
No. I'd probably make him.
Okay.
No, I'd make him to my ball carrier. I think if I can get it developed. Well, it's a bit weird because he got 2 throwers. I don't know. I just it's a really, again, it's a bit like with the Wood Elves, where they've got that Lardo Agility 6. It's on the wrong piece for me. Again, I would like you to level up and then come back to me. It's hard because the way, obviously, your other issue as well, obviously, we've been in a very elfish division. What are you going to do with your blitzers as well? Because, guard is the key, but I'd be tempted on tackle with a few of those.
Jimmy Mac's going tackle.
Right, okay.
I'm going to try and level up Jimmy Mac. Grab him tackle.
Yeah.
Pray that he can deal with the elves and the AG4.
Yeah.
He rests to go in guard, because I just need guard in my life. And then hopefully I can level up Jimmy Mac to go like AG, tackle, mighty blow. Yeah. And then I've got like an enforcer building.
I mean, obviously, the one thing I must stress about this player pool compared to most of the others is there's a lot of like returning teams in this player pool, and obviously this team is obviously. I love the way you play Lizards, but at the same time, I also like the way you play obviously Amazons as well, and obviously with us having a lot of Lizard teams in this season as well. I'm kind of happy you've gone with your Amazons. And like I said, one thing we do have in Suns and Skulls is we have got a lot of diversity in teams, and I always think that's really, really good. If I do come back next season, I might try it. I might try him and then just curse you. I don't know. I was thinking maybe going ogres if I come back. I don't want to come dwarfs though. I feel like I want to either do something fun or do something different.
We've told you off in the admin.
It's bad for business if I bring chaos. Bad for business if I bring chaos, isn't it?
You'll kill the league. Just mighty blow claw just across the whole fucking team.
Yeah. No, I won't be doing that. I'll be doing something different. Armac, yeah. I mean, I'm a catcher, and I look like a man.
Armac's been degraded. He was a blitzer, and then he died on me.
Apparently he died, so kind of your fault, Armac. Anyway, let's go on to the final one then. May the Oak be with you. Mike Kaz then. This is an interesting Oak team because this team has 3 Agility 4 blitzers, an Agility 4 thrower, a block troll. I
love this team. I really do. The only thing it's missing is a goblin to throw.
That Black Orc could be getting shot. I'm not going to lie. I would shot number 7 and bring in a brand new one. That is just a waste.
Yeah, you have the money.
Absolute. Gotta go. Just go. That's almost as bad as the F is flat.
If I'm not mistaken, that stole his admin MVP as well.
Well, if he'd got rid of it, I think he might not have had enough cash, because obviously he got some cash from the admin win.
Yeah.
He's got to go. That guy's got to go. That is basically almost as bad as Flat as Earth, the Nobbler.
Well, I tried the 4. I wouldn't say it's as bad as the Nobbler.
It moves bloody 3, man. It moves 3. Again, Dwarf 1 beard, beep, beep, bye, see you later. Anything more, unless you're strength 5, you ain't allowed to be movement 3. And just before, I'll just go back to it, a Dwarf runner can't take strength access, just in case anybody later says, hey, Betty, not all Dwarfs can take guard on a normal. So, there you go. Interesting team, a lot of agility, going up against elves. This is going to be so fun. Oh, look at all your agility 4. Guess what? I got it too. There's 4 of us, motherfuckers.
I played Mighty Cass, and he loves to hold the ball with his thrower.
Yeah.
And then throw the ball, and he has strong arm. Well, I think it's a double, if I'm not mistaken. He went with, instead of, it's a double.
Yeah.
So
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what he does.
Sitting back at like the back of the map.
The thing is, it's like
and him just running up and throwing it on like a 2+.
And the thing is, he's got his stats on the right players, unlike others. He's got them on the right players. Yeah. So, and obviously, this isn't going to be a bashy division. So, it's actually played. He's going to have to do what others can do, but he's AB9.
Yeah.
Just might as well throw a goblin in there. The only bad thing about it is number 7. He's got to get rid of it. And ironically, number 7 is a number what's usually associated with your best player, not your shittest player. Get rid of him. He's gone. To me, cut him now. Bring someone else in.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would change with this team. Only thing I'd change. Nothing else I can say apart from I can't wait to see how they go. You up?
Yeah, I would probably bring in a goblin.
Yeah, and one of those agility plays he got with his free admin win. He got with that. So he rolled there. Yeah, he does. Yeah, that is the other thing he's missing is tackle. That's a very good point.
Yeah.
That is a very, very, very good point. Right. So that's them all. That's the 8.
Yeah.
Ball prediction. Yeah. Ball prediction, and then we'll tell you what our first 3 are. Have you got a ball prediction?
I mean, I want to say yes, but every time I come out with a bold prediction, you go, that isn't a bold prediction.
Well, well, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if you're a miracle worker.
Mighty Kaz doesn't lose a single game.
What? That is a bold prediction. That is a bold prediction.
Thank you. Oh, I finally got Bernie's approval for one.
All right. I'll see that. And say, may the Orc be with you, will not win a game this season.
Ooh. Time to let him win.
The elves, yeah, no, you fucking, the elves are going to show the Yorks, you may think you can throw the ball, you may think you can catch the ball, but we're going to show you you're not an elf, and we bros are going to rack it up. So yeah, that's my ball prediction, so I'll go against you there. Right, top 3, which 3 are going to make the elite trophy? The SAS.
Well, yeah, I've got both of my cursed teams.
Oh, so. Yes. Who are you going for third? Who do you think will finish third?
I've got Mighty Kaz, I fancy him this season.
You do, yeah, you might do. You might do. Yeah, I needed a ball prediction, that's the only reason. He's got a chance. Right, you're going May the Orc be with you then, third, right.
Yeah.
August decided to pull by smashing some of the other contenders. He could do. But he's so nice, his Corsic, though. He needs to get angry. Like they do on Dodgeball, So you're going with May the Orc be with you for third, right?
See, I really thought this through. So
have you? Bearzer goes Holston, Stolze, Fez. What? 3. So Holston third, Fez first. That's what you're saying, Bearzer? Are you going Holston third? No.
Okay.
So he's gone third. So, right.
Yeah.
So he's gone that. Anybody else who wants to put their 3 predictions in? Please do. Makes our job a lot easier.
I mean, I can just say my 3 if you want.
Right. No, we'll stress it out. So May the Orc be with you is third, right? I'm gonna go. Right, they're gonna win the league. I'm gonna go with B cheerleaders. I think Dragoon, even though it's his first season, got a little bit of inducements. You've done it before, yeah. You've done it before. I'm going to go with the women. Obviously, that meaty bears will be sucking them dry, and that might be enough to get him some wins.
Meaty bears, Jesus Christ! I got Mighty Blow on him. Next game, 2 injuries, flat out. I was like, fuck me. Yeah,
that's what she said. To Bloodweiser, he says Shaky best, says second, Dragoon third. So, hey, me and Bushy might be on the same contender there. Hey, keep in mind, man, I got you. Right, so, hope you're all to get wrecked, Bushy. Second place then. Who do you think's going to come second?
Stolze.
Stolze. Any reason why you're going for the Stolze for second place? Just on interest?
He's my cursed it. No. I feel like he's gonna take it to the elves. And except from one elf team, I'm gonna say is first. I think he just has it. I think he just has it this season. I think he has a good play pool this season. Yeah, this was a really tricky one for me because I get to the point where there's another 4 teams here. Obviously, there's 5, obviously with yourself, and it's I know who I know my first spot, but he's trying to pick one out of the others, and it is really it is difficult. Yeah. It's hard because Shaker's such a good coach. Yeah.
But he's got no bench. And we know Shaky goes through these seasons where all his players die.
Yeah. Multiple seasons.
Stolze had such a good back end to last season. Yeah. But I don't this player pool, I don't know. I'm still trying to struggle if this is a player pool for him.
I like it for Stolzy.
And then you've got Holston, who's improving all the time.
Yeah.
And then you obviously got Fez as well. I think the Ogres are in a bad matchup here. I think like Drunken Monk said, they could cause a few problems. And I've got to see a bit more from Manslow before I can obviously tip them. Just because of last season, I'm going to go with Stolzy for second pick. Okay. I just think he knows more about humans this time round. I think it's going to be tricky, but I think he's in a good place mentally with this team, and I think I think they'll do well. I think it's a really tricky player pool, and that's what we want. But I'm without seeing who's playing who first.
I mean, I always get the fucking tricky player pools.
But that's how you get the winners, I guess. But I mean, the thing is, I've gone for Stolzy because Shaky, great coach, and if I'm going if I'm going on coaches, he's up there with the best. And he, like I say, got to the final of the Wood Nobler. The problem with Shaky is I still don't think he's too convinced with Wood Elves. And it's not that he's only got 10 players, and we've seen Shaky get broken down. And I think this is a tougher player pool this year for him. I don't know why. I've just got a feeling that this could be with coaches now like Holston this time round. He knows more about high elves, and you could say the same to Shaky as well, I guess. And obviously Stolzy, he's in a good spot. I think Cookie will be in a better spot. Vezar obviously is a great player. Obviously you got Mighty Kaz bringing in. You got Dragon with all his mighty blows. Yeah. But I just think it's going to be a bit trickier for him. So yeah, I've gone round a bit there. But yeah, I'm going to go with Stolzy with you for second. Right, okay. Who wins it then?
Fez.
Blue Book Believers.
Yep. And I will say, I think another Salvation Army will come a close fourth.
I'm going to agree. I think Blue Book Believers. I'm a massive Fezar fan.
I like him. I wasn't convinced.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of Vampire games in MML. Saw last season. I'm convinced.
I'm pretty good at. I like to think I'm pretty good at seeing talent by minimal games. Obviously, when I played Bushy last season, I went off one game when I tipped him. And to be fair to him, he did extremely well. He just got a bad matchup in the playoffs. Good coaches can make bad teams go far. The thing with Fezar is he's got a really good team as well.
Yeah.
So, Right. Does anybody in the chat want to see who's playing who in week 1? Or do you not want me to do it? I don't think nobody really wants. Do you really? Do you all really want me to do it now? Do you not want me to wait till later on? I'm sure none of you want to see this.
I don't even know who
I don't think Stolzy wants to see it, does he? I don't think Stolzy wants to see it. But yeah, I think yeah. So I've gone Blue Book Believers, Sentinels, and who did I go with there? Bay Cheerleaders. And you've gone for Blue Book Believers, Sentinels, and May the Oak be with you, haven't you?
Yep.
Do it, says Stolzy. I don't know, Stolzy. Do you really want me to? Do you really want to start competition? Here we go then! Boom! Oh, what a great first game for Bay Cheerleaders. So we've got May the Oak be with you against Pear Orchard. We've got Bay Cheerleaders against Blue Book Believers. Outdoor Sentinels against TBC. The Ogres get the Humans week 1. That's a tough one. And how ironic that Crimson Pans, for the second season running, will open up against another Salvation Army. The Crimson Pans won 2-1 last season in their first game, but they did lose a war dancer. Can Salvation Army get their revenge on the Pans? That's what we want to see. So that's week 1, guys. I've got through all 7 weeks for you. So Stolzy, yeah, you got Ogres, mate. Week 2 then, let's have a look. Another Salvation Army will play May the Oak be with you. Crimson Pans has their go against the Ogres to be confirmed. The Sentinels against Blue Book Believers, that is the match of the round for me. And Bay Cheerleaders against Ferntree Orchard. So, interesting. I like the Sentinels v Believers there. That's the game I like in week 2. What game did you like in week 1? I quite like the Pans versus the Army. I do like your game as well. I thought the Pans versus the Army. That's just because it's a repeat of the first season.
No, I think Mayor with you versus Ventry. I think I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Week 3 then, May the Oak Be With You goes against the Bay Cheerleaders, Sentinels against the Orchards, Pans take on the Blue Believers, and Salvation Army against CBC. Pans against Believers for me. You got Shaky Dog coming up against Fezza, 2 of the heavyweights.
Yeah.
I think that's probably.
I agree with you with that one.
Week 4, May the Oak Be With You against TBC, Blue Book Believers against the Salvation Army, the Orchards against the Pans, so Wood Elf off in week 4. And the Cheerleaders against Sentinel. That's the one I want to see. The Cheerleaders v Sentinels.
I think
Dragoon v
there's 2 here.
Stolzy.
I think there's me v Stolzy, and there's Believers versus Salvation Army.
Yeah, but you can only have one though, man. You can only have the one.
Yeah, well, I'm having 2. I'm changing the script.
Typical women. Always changing the rules. Right, week 5, May the Oak Be With You against Crimson Pans, another Salvation Army against Alto Sentinels, TBC versus the B Cheerleaders, and Blue Believers versus Fentry. Ooh, that's I kind of like the Sentinels against the Army. I quite like that one. Although interesting to see how the Oaks do against Crimson Pan as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Weeks.
You come in later though. It's like how are the teams looking?
Yeah,
this far,
that's it, isn't it? That's it. I always look at week 7 because week 7 is important because it's the game before the the playoffs. So you don't really want to get your team broken in week 7. Week 6 sees the Sentinels take on the Oaks, the Cheerleaders take on the Pans. So Dragoon versus Shaky. We have to wait till week 6 for that. That's the one I like. Then the Orchards against the Salvation Army, and then the Blue Book Believers versus TBC. So not bad.
Shaky,
not bad. Yeah. But so yours is not next, no mate. I'm going all the way through like I did last year. The Obold's next. And finally, then, so interesting then. So week 7, the game before the playoffs. Blue Book Believers take on the Oaks. Interesting. TBC versus Orchard. That's not bad. Another Salvation Army take on Bay Cheerleaders. And the Pans against Sentinel. That's a big one because I kind of think maybe Stolzy might have some might blow tackle bar then.
And I feel like that's going to be a game for Stolzy to win.
Do you think so? Do you think he needs that?
I think week 7 it's going to be like on a knife's edge and it's like Stolzy needs to win. Something like that.
No, interesting. Stolzy's trying to get Kotick to play today in Discord, just in case anybody wants to know.
I'd say Stolzy was hyped.
He was hyped. So there you go. That is the Bloodweiser circuit. That is done. We are done for that. We're going to have a break. Are you ready to rock and roll? Or do you need to go and have food?
I'm going to go eat, and then I'll be back, and then we can...
I'll be back. Right, so look out in Discord chat. It won't be too long, and then we're back. The next play poll will be Obold's Glory. I'm doing it this way like I did last time. So we've had Bloodweiser, then it'll be Obold's, then it's Hot Dice's easy play poll. Then it's Surfers Anonymous, and then it's obviously Altdorf. The Champions is the last one. With so much agility and not so much bash, these teams will be strong. They could be. Yeah, they could be. Right, that's us done then, guys. We'll see you. How long do you think we'll be? Dragoon?
I'll be like 10 minutes here, probably like 5 10 minutes.
10-15 minutes. We'll be back, and we'll have a look at the Obold's Glory. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.